Okay, so today we are talking about linear, write this down, linear regression lines. Linear regression lines. Oh, that's October, wow. Okay, linear regression lines, right? So we talked about the correlation coefficient. So the correlation factor, okay? And that's at R. It's just an R, okay? And the closer R is to 1, the better the line, okay? So I'm going to say closer to 1 is best, okay? Or even -1, okay? 1 or -1, okay? So I put down 3 different graphs, and all I want you to do is we're just going to come up with a guess. So if I look at number 1, they look pretty straight and pretty lined up, but they're not perfect, are they? I mean, I wouldn't call it a 1. I might call it a 0.9, maybe a 0.8. It's up to you. What do you want to call it? This is just pure guess. Victoria, would you call that a 0.9, 0.8, 0.85? What do you think? Give me a number. There you go. Good. I like 0.85. R equals, okay, 0.86. Okay, 0.85 is a very good guess, right? All we want to do is get the idea of what the number means, right? So then in B, the answer is going to be negative because it's going down. It's not quite as good. Jennifer, what do you think? Give me a number on B. Give me a number. Do you think it's a 0.9? Do they look pretty close? Do you think it's more like a 0.7, 0.5, 0.6? 0.67? Okay, I like that. Yeah. So we'll say maybe R would be a negative. It's got to be negative. 0.67, sure. Are you right? We don't know. How's that? We would have to put them in the calculator. We can't, right? So all we're doing is just putting a number that we think is correct. I mean, I would say that's not a bad guess, Jennifer, at all. It has to be negative, right? It certainly isn't a 1 because they're scattered, right? And then, Savannah, if I look at C, what do you think about C? 0.4, right? Maybe a positive. What do you think? Maybe a negative? It's pretty hard to tell. Like maybe R would be maybe a negative 0.4, maybe even a 0.3. Probably pretty close to 0 even, right? It's not very good at all, right? You guys agree? That doesn't look much like much correlation at all, okay? I might even go with something maybe R is maybe a 0.2. I don't know. Either way, none of us are wrong. We're just taking guesses, okay? But the idea I want you guys to know is the fact that the closer it is to 1, the more lined up they are. Does that make sense? Or the closer to -1, the more lined up they are, okay? Now, let's look at example 2. Let's actually do this one. So first, let's take and do a scatter plot. You guys ready? So let's go ahead, and we've got Akron, Ohio, and Wellington, New Zealand, okay? They're about the same distance to the equator. Make a scatter plot of the data. So let's put Akron down here. We'll put Wellington. We're comparing their temperatures, okay? So we got January. Well, let January be 1. So we've got, we'll go 0, we'll go 1, because that's January, okay? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, those are months. And I am wrong once again. Oh my goodness. We went temperatures, not months. It's easy to fix. So, all right, thank you. So we got temperatures going all the way from 0 to, what's the highest? Maybe 80, right? Okay, so 0, maybe
82.
8, 10. Let's see if I go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. That'll work. So there'll be 5, 10, 10, maybe 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and probably the same thing, 10, 20, probably go 10. I'm just going by 5s. I'm really actually going by 5s, yeah. Maybe we got to get used. Well, I think I've got it. No, I think I got 10 right there. I've got 5, 5, 10, and then I didn't put in the 15s, right? I didn't, yeah, 20, 30. I mean, the 15, the 25, they're there. I just, 50, 60, All right, that'll work. 65. All right, so if I do a scatter plot, right, I'm going to go 33 and 67. Maybe right about there, right? I've got 37 and 67 right about there. 48 and 65 right about there. 48 and 65. 59 and 61. 70 and 53. Maybe more like there. 78 and 53. 82 and 51. Right about there, maybe. Right about there. Right about there. 80 and 52. You guys getting this? Are you doing it? '73 and 55. Right there. 61 and 57. You guys doing this? I hope so. You are doing this, aren't you, Sarah? Of course, Sarah's doing it. 49. It's right there. And 60. 60 is right there. And then 38. And 64. Okay. All right. It kind of looks linear, doesn't it? I mean, if I were to try and draw the line to best fit, yeah, you know, it's kind of scattered in there. I don't think it's super good, but, you know, it's definitely linear. I'd go along with saying that the R is going to be close to 0.9. I'm guessing R is going to be close to 0.9, right? So how are we going to figure that out? Well, I've got our directions down here for us. That's the nice thing, okay? So on our calculator, once you get done, let's put them in, okay? Calculus steps, and of course you want to hang on to this piece of paper because there they are, right? There's our calculus steps. So let's do it again. Let's go to, does anybody need a calculator?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. You didn't get one. That's not good. How you doing? Lachlan, you didn't get one either? Okay. You didn't get one either? There's one. Okay. Anybody else? I got one more calculator. Things you want to do it or not? Okay. Everybody have one? Everybody have a calculator? Okay, let's go through it. So real quick, one more time on, I'm going to clear, hit stat, right? Okay, we'll go stat. We're going to go to edit. I'm going to clear out all my old data. Yeah. Okay, I'll wait for you. Okay, I'll wait for you. Okay. Okay, so we're going to go hit stat, edit, okay? And then go to your list 1, list 2. Okay, so that's all right. List 2's gone. I can put it back in here. So into your calculate, you just have to list list 1, list 3, right? Does that make sense? Oh, 40 minutes. Killing, all right. Yeah, I know. Okay, go ahead, you guys. Work on it. So now you're going to enter our data, right? You guys can start putting numbers in. Megan, am I going too fast? Okay, so tell me, I want to get you caught up so that you're with us, okay? Okay, so you ready? Go to stat. Let's clear these numbers. Okay, now we're going to start putting these numbers in. List 1. That's list 1. Yeah, Akron. Akron, Ohio, be list 1. Okay, so Harrison, you're way ahead of me. Nice job. So I'm going to go 33, enter, 37, 48, 59, 70, 78, 82, 80, 73, 61, 49, and 38. Okay? And then I'll list 2, 67, 67, 65, 61, 56, 53, 51, 52, 55, 7, 60, and 64. Okay? All right. So put your data in. Of course, you guys know the next step. And if you get stuck, just ask me. I'm happy to help. I'm going to go ahead and, the list says now, I'm going to go back to, I'm on number 5 right now, okay? I'm about ready to do number 5. So I'm on number 5. So I'm going to go back to stat. I'm going to move it over to calculate. I want my linear regression line. Oops, clear. I want stat. Calculate my linear regression line. There it is. L1, L2, or Savannah, L1, L3, right? L1, comma, L2, right? And then enter, okay? So, I've got an equation. I have my, for this one, I'm going to put y equals negative 0.317x plus about 77.73, okay? Okay, raise your hand if you got that. I want to see. I want to make sure, okay? Alexa, you're still working out, right? Carter, you're still getting there? Okay. Now, if you didn't get the R, see if you can find the R.
I put the wrong button or something.
You got the same answer. Oh, I did. You got the same answer, okay? Yeah. 0.317. Yeah. You got the exact same answer. I just put it in the equation, okay? Now, if you didn't get the R, and if you did get the R, put it down. So, Carter, you got the R, didn't you? Right? What was your R? What was your R? Your correlation?
Negative 0.97.
Oh, that's good. That's a good number, actually. So the correlation is about negative 0.97, which means it's close to 1, right? And if I look at my points, they're pretty close to being a straight line, right? Now the thing is, if you don't have that feature in your calculator, then here's how you find it. You're going to go back to, if you don't have it, write this down. It's actually pretty easy. So if you need the correlation, if you need R, we're going to go back to stat. Okay. So if you need the R, go back to stat. Okay. You're going to go to tests. So you go over, you move it over to tests, okay? So if you need it, go to stat, go to test, and we're going to go all the way down to where we find our linear, right? Because what we're doing is our linear. So there's our linear. It's E, linear reg t-test, okay? So we're looking for our linear reg t-test. Push enter, right? And then the calculator is going to give me a bunch of stuff, so go to calculate. We're going too fast. Now, Savannah, you're going to make sure this says list 3, right?
Yeah.
Right? And then that's easy to do. You just type over list 3, okay? Calculate, right? And then it's there. We just have to search for it. So it's down, keep going, keep going, keep going. And there's the R, negative 0.97, which means 97% of our data lines up, right? That's good. That's good correlation, okay? All right. Now, here comes the fun part. Let's take a look at the homework, huh? All right. Let me stop my recording.